Hi,
Good morning. How are you?
good morning. I'm doing great. What about you? Thank you so
I'm
much for
doing
asking.
well. Yeah, you're welcome because today I meet with you, and this is a wonderful. I'm so excited, and the second time we made together. And actually, I want to tell we meet at the second time. I'm gonna introduce myself, and then you can introduce yourself too. So
Um,
actually, first you're gonna introduce yourself because first time we're meeting, so you're gonna say, "Sure."
okay, sure. I can give my introduction for you. My name is Sweta and I come from West Bengal. I have completed my graduation. Now I'm doing masters in first year. And recently I have started a YouTube channel which is Sweta's English in Lifestyle. And yes, I am learning English and at the same time I started teaching English because I love to teach English. Yeah,
Wow,
that's
you
all
teach
about
it.
me.
You're a teacher.
Yeah, I started
Okay.
teaching recently. And if I talk about my hobbies, I love to sing, I love to travel, I love to learn new things. That's all about me. Thank you so much for asking.
Wow. I also love traveling, and you're welcome for giving the introduction. Introduction is amazing. As a teacher, you give so advanced introduction. Now I think it's my turn to introduce myself. So actually, I'm Mizabin Marshi. I started my English journey at class 3. About my qualification, you tell I'm currently in class 6. And actually, I have a YouTube channel, and in that YouTube channel, Mizabin Moshi actually. Here I upload English related videos according to English, and I'm very interested to learn English about my hobby, if you can tell. And actually, I'm from Bangladesh as a Bengali medium student. I'm in Bengali medium school. Actually, a Bengali medium student suffer a lot of problem to learn English. And actually, about my hobby, if you tell, as I tell you before, my drawing, traveling, like you, and I also love reading books because I'm a book lover. And actually, I read self-help books, story books, science fiction, etc. And I also love fiction books. That's all about myself.
Okay, that's really nice introduction. And I really appreciate you are very younger girl. You are a young girl and you are talking English amazing. As I already mentioned in my first video as well. So, as you mentioned that you are from Bengali medium and it is difficult for Bengali medium, I can totally understand as I have also done my schooling in Bengali medium and nowadays I'm learning English and started teaching. So yes, little bit I'm getting confident, but previously I used to face huge problem in English. I didn't know anything about English and even I was not understanding properly because in my schooling we used to read books and we used to write for examination but not for the speaking, right?
Yes, probably, in Bengali medium school, my friends are always saying me crazy people. And, English medium school, they have environment, but it's not meaning that English medium student also get the opportunity to speak. Actually, English just a language. You have to gain that skill for communicate with international people around the world. And that's why we learn English. And probably for me, I learn English in different angle, different accent. Like I recently learned there's a British accent and American accent. I also love both those two, and there's so many accents around the world, so I like it too. Okay, sorry. Could you? Am I visible
Yes,
now?
you are visible. Actually, when call rings, that time also we can visible. We are visible actually in this app. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, as I'm telling that, actually we suffer many problem. So you're a very advanced speaker, but tell me, how could you learn English? Your motivation to learn English. You start your YouTube channel, I know, and you speak so fluently. I also know that. But what's the main point did inspired you to learn English actually?
Okay, I will tell you how I learn English and how I'm speaking. First of all, I will tell you that I'm not an advanced English learner, but I'm learning. And I'm speaking simple and normal English, not advanced English. But yes, I can speak English, and now I can express myself what I want to tell here and how my journey started. Right. So as I told you that I completed my schooling in Bengali medium. After that, I took admission in college, and at the time I took English literature. And when I started my college life, I didn't know anything about English, and I started living out of home in my college. So it was about 2021 when I started learning English. And at the time, I didn't know anything that how I could learn English. And even I didn't get any environment and also guide. I didn't get any guidance or environment or no partners, because in my village or in my home, you can say no one speaks English, and they don't even understand about English, that how it is important. And I was also not that much understanding that English is important in my college life. I only studied in Bengali, and I didn't feel that English will be important in my college life. But yeah, when I took English honors, so that time I felt that I have to learn English anyhow. But literature is quite difficult. Those who don't know English, right? So it was difficult for me. But I started learning English by phone. I started first learning language, then I started studying my literature because literature was quite difficult for me. So if I talk about my journey of learning, so I started by watching videos, and also I was focusing writing, reading, and also listening, thinking, and speaking in English. In that way, I started my journey. But I didn't focus on grammar in the beginning. But nowadays, I'm focusing on grammar, because grammar, if I would start focusing first, then I couldn't understand in my initial stage, because grammar is quite different. We have to understand properly. So
Yeah,
yeah.
you know, in your college life we started, and at that time we recognized that have to learn English. And Bengali medium student always speak Bengali. They do
Yes.
Bengali. All the things for curriculum are managed by Bengali people. So at that time, I don't have any goal before I tell you. So I started to learn English in different angle. So I want to ask you a question: that do you prefer learning simple English, or do you prefer learning English in different accent like British accent, American accent, RP Polish, Australian, Canadian, and more and more?
Yeah, of course, I can tell you about that. We should learn any accent or any languages, right? But before that, if you have mindset of learning English, first learn simply English language. Then you can go any accent, because accent is different and language is different. So as we are Indian, so we should learn first English language so that we can learn accent. Before that,
Okay,
I don't think so we should learn accent, because English first we have to learn, and then we can understand that accent also we should learn, right? Yeah. And
yeah.
now, if I talk about me, then I don't focus on accent, but I love to listen you as you are focusing on accent, and I get inspired from you. Yeah.
Wow. I'm very over the mood when bananas. At that time, I recognized that you only focus on English language. At the same time, you love to listen to me. Actually, when we have a target to learn English, I don't have any target to learn English. I just simply watch and listen the accent, British accent, American accent. Suddenly, I recognize I'm learning. But who have a target, they can do learn simple English first, and they could correct pronunciation in any angle, any accent. So it's so great to meet you, and your opinion is just amazing. And at that time, you tell about your English journey and what the idea of making videos. Do you love to make YouTube videos, or do you sometimes feel lazy, or sometimes demotivated, or how do you start your YouTube journey? Did you have a goal target for your YouTube channel?
Yes, I when I started YouTube journey, that time I used to make previously. I have another channel also, but nowadays I stopped. So I used to make blog and singing. As I told you that I love to sing, so I used to make singing video and blog. But I wanted to do something different. I wanted to make a YouTube channel for the helping people and for the improvement of myself as well. And gradually, as I told you, that I'm learning by myself. So I believe that if I will start taking action or challenges, if I will take challenges of making videos, then I can improve myself, and I can also grow myself, and even I can help to people as well. So in that way, I got motivated starting YouTube journey. And yes, as a YouTube channel and YouTube platform is really good for the learning anything, any kind of thing. So as I felt that I'm learning English, so why not I can start your YouTube channel, which is for my English. And if I can improve my English, so people can also improve from me. As I started teaching, so of course I will teach on YouTube, and I can make a conversation video. There they can watch me how I'm speaking, how I'm improving gradually as my initial or learning stage. All right, so for that I started my YouTube journey. I hope you understood.
Yeah. So your goal is to help people, to inspire people to learn English like you, to inspired by you. You want that. But actually, first time you start vlogging, okay, you love to sing actually.
Yes.
So do you think you sing very good?
I don't know about that because as I told you that I didn't learn English with any teacher. At the same time, I didn't learn music as well. But since my school life, I love to sing, and I started singing in 12th class. And so many people told me that you sing well. And from that time, I started, and I was also feeling good while singing. I love to sing, but now I stopped. To be honest, I don't sing nowadays. But when I was in 12th class and when I was in college, my first year, second, third year, I was singing every time because I didn't have that much responsibility while doing college and while doing school. But now I feel that I have huge responsibility and I have to manage so many things. So I don't get time to sing, but I love to sing. Yes. And people tell me that you sing well. So according to that, maybe I sing.
Voice or sound like singing because your voice is so sweet. It's perfect for singing. I also sang before few days years. I started for singing and I also learned singing. But recently I stopped for somehow for my studies pressure, for my YouTube channel pressure, not actually pressure work. And as a student, you have to manage studies, you have to manage English speaking, to manage YouTube channel. How could you do for it? How could you manage your time? And at the same time English practice. How much
Yes.
time did you give to your English practice?
I completely understand you, as you mentioned that, and even I can see completely that you are doing so many things, not only study, but also you are learning English accent, and you are practicing a lot. So, of course, you need time, and of course, at the time, we can't focus on our hobbies or interest. We have to sacrifice something for getting something, right? So I can totally see on you that you are doing so many things for that you are not getting time, but try to do your hobbies also, as it is quite happiness or interesting for us. It makes us happy. So yes, please do your hobby. And as you told that how I manage time for my speaking.
Yeah.
Yes. Language is what I created my environment I created for language, and I manage because I love to learn English and I love to speak English. If you are interested what you want to do, you will definitely get time for that. You have to get. And in that way, I all the time I practice English and it is my work. So in that way, I'm managing time. But as I told you that I'm focusing on hobbies. So for that, I'm not getting time. And my time management is not that much good nowadays. As you know that I started YouTube journey, and there I have to edit, I have to manage. A YouTube journey is not an easy task. It's not a cup of tea that we can do easily. So as I told you that in that way I'm doing, so I'm not getting proper time for time management. I'm not able to manage my time properly. Yeah.
Okay, I know that because I have to manage too many things, and not actually I do multitask, but only going with the studies and actually for in country and actually do this like managing everything is very very hard. And as my YouTube channel, in my YouTube channel, when I don't upload a video for a long long time, many audience show me in the comment that why are you not uploading? It's like it's difficult to upload, edit, and one video is not make another, and choosing video topic is just. But nowadays I could make video, but I don't. Actually, I don't. But I feel like doing video for laziness, or sometimes I couldn't manage the time. But I hope I'll go with that channel, and please pray for me. I could go in the future for the channel. And congratulations for you, because you gained 1,000 more subscribers. And how could you do that? How you're feeling now?
I'm feeling amazing. As I told you that I wait for so many long time. For a long time, I was waiting for my 1,000 subscribers. As I started my journey of YouTube, if I talk about, then it when I started, it was in 1st January. From 1st January, I was continuously uploading video, but I was not getting that much view. But all of a sudden, it got viral, one video. So from there, I started getting reach. I'm reaching to people nowadays, and YouTube maybe algorithm understanding that our video is going nowadays. My video is going nowadays. So for that, I'm feeling great. And yes, I wait for a long time, so of course, it is a good time that I can be feel very happy, and even I wait for a long time. I was making, as I told you that previously I had one YouTube channel, and that doesn't work that much, didn't work. So I started with, yes, again I want to start, and yeah, in that way, I'm happy for my YouTube journey. And if I'm able to help people and they are liking me, so of course we want to like help more, and we get inspired from that. And also, well, while getting subscribers, we feel really great because this is the motivation we get from YouTube if they subscribe our channel, right?
Wow, it's great because your feeling is amazing. And at that time, I recognize she is a very, over the moon, you could say. And at that time, I'm also over the moon for seeing your achievement. And I even recognize how could she grow her YouTube channel so fast. And as I see your video, you're so regular, you're so punctual of your
Yes,
video. And at
yes.
the first time you upload short content, and the next time you upload conversation video. And the short content is so amazing, so cute, and actually, it's great so much. And for me, if I talk about you, about your YouTube channel, it's just amazing. But I have to know that you're a teacher. You're currently teaching English to kids. And as a teacher, tell me, how can I improve my English more? Give me tips, please.
Oh, yeah. As I told you, my journey of English. So in that way, I started, and I can see that your English is amazing, and you can speak English. But now you are speaking, so be consistent with that. And I don't need to tell you that to be dedicated for your YouTube and for your English, but practice every day. Do you practice grammar?
I don't practice grammar, but I usually speak English. Not usually, I don't practice a lot. But sometimes I practice and sometimes I don't practice. I'm not punctual at all.
Yes. So practice with that gradually, you will improve. Now you are young. So now whatever you are doing, that is amazing. Okay. Don't think that I'm not enough for that. I'm not sufficient enough. Don't think that. But yes, gradually it will improve. As I told you that I have been learning since my first year, and it is about to complete 3 years. And still I'm working on that. I am not experienced person for teaching. I started, and in that way I teach how I learn, like what my experience of teaching and of learning. So that is I'm teaching, and focus on watching, listening, writing, and reading as much as you can. As you told me that you fond of reading books, so you can read every day as per your time. Don't need to pressurize yourself, because yes, you are young, so gradually you will learn. All right. But your speaking is great. So I must say that gradually you will learn more and more. Practice every day. That's what I do.
Actually, I'll try to practice every day. Or thank you for giving me the tips as a teacher. I'm just shy by the practicing English. I'm not punctual, but I try to learn English more and more. And we all are English learner. As I tell you before, native speakers don't know English well too. As we are a Bengali person, I'm a Bengali person. I don't know Bengali well too, and many Bengali person doesn't know Bengali too. And English is a huge language to know. As a second
Yes.
language person, you have to learn it for only communicating, but you have to learn it day by day.
Yes, exactly. That's what I told you, that start every day. Don't need to think that how can I improve more and more. Just practice. You are in a right way. I see that you can speak English properly. But just focus on every single day, because language is what we, it's not kind of subject that we can study in a mere like 2 hours, 1 hour. But language is language that we can speak every time, like our Bengali or like Hindi or any other language like that we have to speak. But yes, if you don't get time or if you don't like, so gradually you will improve. Little bit try every day. So as you know, English learning is the great thing. I feel really happy when I learn and when I speak. So I think that you are also the same thing you are doing. You also like a lot while speaking. What do you think that about your interest of English?
I think that I'm interested to learn English, and actually, before I tell you, I don't have any target, but suddenly I recognize that I'm really learning English. At that time, I'm interested to learn English more and more, different accent, different angle, and try to improve my fluency a lot. Because nowadays I'm reading a lot. Because sometimes I'm not getting fluency, I'm not getting correctness, but I have to get confident in my mind and just practice every day, as you tell.
Mhm. Yes,
Actually, for me, reading is the best and writing is also best, but I prefer not to read grammar at the first place. Grammar is good for written English, but you can learn grammar after you learn spoken English. Yeah.
yes, exactly. Because when we learn grammar, that time we forgot speaking and reading, writing, and we don't get confident because we feel that if we will speak, then we will make mistakes because we don't know grammar properly. And those who think, like those who are Hindi medium, those who are Bengali medium, they always focus on grammar and they don't focus on watching, reading, listening, and speaking and thinking. So that's why they feel that I'm learning grammar, but although I can't speak, why? What is the problem behind that? The problem is first focus on these things: listening, writing, speaking. These are the best thing of speaking. If you think that first I will learn grammar, then I will speak, so this is not going to happen, because when we learn how to ride cycle, we have to ride. In that way, we have to practically we have to do that. Learning, this is not a book or this is not a subject that we can learn grammar and we can speak. Speaking and learning language is just speak. This is the correct answer. I feel that according to my experience. Yeah.
Okay, so actually, you give a long and great speech, and I love that too. For actually, I want to have one more question. That you're a teacher, right? So you teach many different kinds of students. Do you know which is the best method to teach people English fluently for talking fluently? Which is the best method that student could learn English very easily and fluently?
Yes, as per my experience, how I started teaching. So I teach a student to very, I first of all, I make them comfortable because they feel scared. In my area, when I teach them, they don't know about language, English. How, if I speak English, they feel that, oh my God, she is speaking English. Then how can we learn? So first of all, I make them comfortable. You can be normal for this language. This is just a language. We are Indian and we don't know this language, and also we don't have the awareness of English that we have to learn. In my area, they don't know that we have to learn English, we should learn English even. So first I motivate them. First I encourage them that we should learn English. Why we should learn English? First of all, I tell them and I make them comfortable for this language because they care a lot. And I feel that first of all, while teaching, we should make them comfortable because they are student, and I'm also a student, and I can understand the student feelings. If they are not comfortable, then they can't study properly. They can't learn. They can't be comfortable with teacher. So I try to be a friend for them. Like I try to make myself as a friend, that you can, that I'm your friend, as I'm not elder than you that much. You know, I teach students, those who are college students and also women. So they are older than me and even they are younger than me. So I make them comfortable first. This is the way I teach. I think so.
Wow, this is the best method. We students love to be comfortable with teacher, but not actually very comfortable. Teacher is a friend, but don't cross the limit. So
Yeah.
actually, Actually, when you're very comfortable with your teacher, you're not actually very comfortable, and you can understand many things, many different angles, and many things. And actually, I try to be comfortable with my teacher too, because they're also friends to learning English. For learning any language, for learning mathematics, and more science, and any subject you can learn from your teacher. For teacher is a education. No, you can learn only from teacher. You can learn from anything. Only not teacher, you can learn from a bird, you can learn from a child, you can learn from the plants, you can learn from the environment. And as you
Yes.
told before, you made the English environment by yourself. And actually, do you prefer to make English environment? Do you get English environment, or you not? You just made it.
I didn't get any environment. I created by myself. As I told you that I belong to Bengali medium, so here no one speaks English. My mother, my sister, my father, no one speaks English, and even my friends, if they are English medium student, but they don't want to speak in English, especially like they want to speak Bengali. Although they are English medium student, but they don't want to talk. And also some friends they don't want to help, right? They just want to talk. Why do you want to learn this language? In that way, they pretend.
That some friends tell me that you're making videos, right? You're doing TikTok videos, and they take negatively. And
Yes.
unfortunately, they speak English in them, and they say that learn Bengali properly, then learn English. At that
Yeah.
time, I say, because actually, in I could recite Bengali well. I could recite many poems in Bengali, and currently I'm working in Bangladesh television, BTV. I do many anchoring. I could recite a
Wow.
poem.
That's
So actually, I do that. I do that. Actually, I try to multitask everything. I want to be an all-rounder, and currently my goal is to speak English fluently. And actually, thank you so much for sharing with your ideas with audience and me. And actually, do you have any question for me? You want to learn?
yes, we can for the second time. So this much for today, and we can have session. And I will ask you in our next conversation where we can have, and there I will ask you definitely.
Okay,
But
thank
I
you so
will
much
tell
for
you one
this
thing.
conversation. It's a wonderful experience. And again, I'm over the moon. Again, time I use this phrase over the moon. It actually means I'm still happy. And thank you so much, Kurt. You give me two time. We have two times conversation. It's great.
Yes.
So thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Yes. Thank you so much for connecting. Bye bye.
Bye
Yes.
bye.
Bye bye.